Hey guys, welcome back to Evan's Remains. In the last episode we made a shocking discovery, which wasn't actually that shocking. We kinda knew it already, so it's not that big of a reveal, but it was emotional, so I'll take it. And now we are actually playing Evan. And I can't jump. The only thing that I can do is move. So let's see what's going to happen.
You're not from here, are you? Wait a second. The hobo!
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
What brings you here, fella?
I'd like to ask you about Clover.
Clover? I've never met a boy with such a kind heart. Boy, ever since he knew about my need, he does the grocery shopping for me. Can you believe it? He sure knows how to make an old man happy, ha.
It's a shame he's going through all that, don't you agree?
Huh? Stop talking nonsense, would you? I don't get all the young people slang these days.
I'm talking about this disease and his remaining days.
What did you say? Is he ill?
Didn't you know?
Why does nobody ever tell me anything?
Well, doesn't matter. Thanks for your time. Can we talk to you again?
Clover, ill? Nobody ever tells me anything.
Okay. So let's see what else is going on this tropical, beautiful island here. Hey, I'm truly sorry, but right now I don't have a... Oh, no, I didn't come for that. Just wanted to ask you about Clover. Clover? He's a personification of humility. If there's anything he loves, it's his little sister. Between you and me, he's a better father than a bunch of folks around here. How long since you knew about his condition? What are you talking about? He's going through a lethal disease in an advanced state. So you weren't aware? Who told you that? He himself. I thought you knew. I had no idea. Since when? I'm afraid I'm not aware of the details. That's all I know. Anyways, thanks for your time. Oh, a doggo. Hi, doggo. Oh, these tags say Apollo. Apollo. Okay, sure. Hi there. Hey, kid. I wanted to ask if you know a guy named Clover.
Clover? Oh yeah, he's my friend, you know. One day we were playing blitzball with my friends and he was just walking by. He realized that they had left me out because it wasn't that good. He approached me and said I ignore them. Blitzball is for losers. Do you know how to play Spy Master? I didn't, so he invited me to his house and taught me. Ever since, I have won every single one of the Spy Master tournaments at school.
Huh, I'm sure you'd beat me too. By any chance, did you know he was sick? Unfortunately, it's unlikely that he'll get better. And, he doesn't have many days left.
Huh? What did you say? I don't believe you. He would have told me. You're lying. It's a lie. It's a lie. You're a liar.
Hey, easy.
Liar!
Oh, we upset the boy. Hey, kid, wait!
I'm sorry for my grandson. The thing is, this news isn't just shocking for us. It's also really devastating. Clover's like a member of our family. I can't imagine why he wouldn't have told us.
I'm sure he didn't want us to worry. He hasn't been the same since his father died. It hurt us all, but he's had it with the worst. He must really be going through a nightmare.
Is there really nothing we can do? If he had money.
It will make a difference. According to Clover, there's no treatment. So we'll just have to wait and be with him until...
There's always the legend.
The legend?
Bastion, again with that!
What's he talking about?
It's an old fairy tale from around here.
It's no fairy tale.
Bastion, where did you get that?
I told you it was real. We found it with Cecil and Strange Ryan when we were playing in the woods.
What is this legend about? And what is that notebook?
It's an old tale that says something about a hidden island that holds the secret to eternal life, though nobody has found it and ever lived to tell about it. And this legendary notebook, so it is said, reveals its location.
Hey, you stranger.
What, me?
Come here. I don't know who you think you are. Clover telling you the secret doesn't make you special. I'm still his best friend, understand?
Bastion!
Alright, sorry. In any case, stranger, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you find the island for me? I don't want for Clover to leave us, and it may be all lost hope. I do it myself, but Mom won't let me outside after 8 o'clock.
Bastion, leave the poor man alone!
Leave it to me.
Do you really plan on going? It's just a fairy tale.
I've got nothing to lose.
In that case, I'll lend you my boat.
I'll also make a bag of supplies for you. Well, hey, that doesn't sound half bad.
We'll help in any way we can. Any friend of Clover's is our friend too.
Friend, huh? I'll leave immediately. Okay, so we still have a little bit of game left, it seems. Goodbye, Dices. Player's new character. Oh, great. How am I supposed to go back now? The island, huh? Time to discover if what they say about you is true. Oh my goodness, we can play again? We must play again? Okay guys, but I'm sorry, we're just going to skip everything. Okay, first word. I guess I'll be here for a while. Okay guys, you know what? I am just going to skip all the puzzles because we have already seen those and we have solved them, and I don't really see any reason to replay all of these puzzles, so I'm just going to skip all of them, and then I'll see you when there is something new that I can actually show you. So see you in a second. I guess it's time. Let's see. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who, on this land, all ego abandons, will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever, my endless true eternity. What? What the hell is that supposed to mean? That it doesn't exist? No, I must have read it wrong. Eternal is not, nor will become, meaning lacks? What am I supposed to do? Clover! Please don't die! See, Vincent, I don't know what kind of fool you take me for, but you don't need to be a genius to realize you're hiding from something. And if I win, I want you to go back and face it.
Hello?
I was wondering if we could meet, please.
Who is this?
It's me.
Who? You've got to be kidding me. Vincent, is that you? Not gonna lie here, I was pretty sure you were dead.
At this point, I know you probably hate me, but I really need to talk to you.
We're talking right now, aren't we?
Face to face. I want us to settle this, once and for all.
Where are you?
Write down the following coordinates. Okay, and don't worry, it's a safe place.
Should I come alone, or can I bring someone?
Are they trustworthy?
He's my right-hand man.
I suppose that's no problem. Okay.
Well, by God, what do we have here? If it isn't the prodigy, the most brilliant and promising mind the world has ever known. He who will guide humanity to a better world.
Are you done?
Have you been here all this time? What the heck is this place? Anyway, are you gonna tell me why you brought me here? Nicola's waiting for me on the other side.
I want to reveal the truth to the world.
Oh, you were serious. Let me get this straight, Vincent. You're returning to me what is mine? That's the least an author can demand, right? After all these years, you just show up all of a sudden and you design... You deign to do what you should have done from the start? Were you expecting a prize or something? Dude, you're something else, alright?
You're still acting like I'm the one responsible for all this. Like I was the only Evan. You were as much a part of this as me. Why then was revealing the truth my responsibility? What was stopping you? You could have spoken up at any time, but you kept quiet. You did exactly the same thing I did.
You want to know the teeny little difference, my old friend? You were the face. Let me ask you something. What do you think would happen if Andre Eager decides to reveal the truth to the world? It would be just one of those tabloids where an ex-employee from Area 51 reveals top secret info. No matter how plausible the testimony, the man never has proof. People don't believe him. Is it because he's lying? Most likely, but in many cases it's the other way around. Of course the government won't keep files in his name. And of course they'd scrub every last shred of evidence suggesting he ever worked there. The absence of proof, paradoxically, becomes the proof. I'm not lying, I did work there. But they erased all the files and then my memories. Ring any bells? My name doesn't mean anything. However, if Mr. Evan Goldstein himself comes out and says something, that's a different story. However, and you know how people love faces. The story of the poor orphan kid who becomes a brilliant millionaire and wins everybody's heart. They don't seem to realize they've been told the same old story over and over again. And still, they always fall for it. I'm sure they would believe any nonsense that comes out of your mouth. We're doomed as a species. No doubt about it. I may be more Evan than you, but as far as people are concerned, you, and only you, are Evan. That is why, my friend, the responsibility was on your shoulders. But instead you just ran away. You ran away taking everything that should have been mine.
Seems you weren't so upset with what they created after all. Do you think I enjoyed doing that? Do you think I had a good time seeing you like that? Do you think I didn't feel like the scum of the earth? Do you have the slightest clue the hell I've been through since then? Why do you think I ran away? I couldn't take being a part of that anymore.
You could have talked to me. We could have found a way.
Why do you think I brought you here? I know I should have done it sooner. But I couldn't, Andre. I couldn't. They were keeping an eye on me more than you. I was the public figure after all. And I was so little I could barely understand what was going on. I didn't know who to call for help. I didn't have anyone. They kept me alone and locked away. I was so scared. But that's about to change. Don't you get it, Andre? It was never about us. I'm not your enemy, nor are you mine. We've got one enemy in common. The ones who put us through all of this. The ones who created Evan. And I'm sure they also wanted this. To separate us. To sow resentment between us. To keep us silent. To keep us alone against the world. This is what they always wanted. Are you gonna keep doing what they want? I didn't bring you here to keep fighting.
So what do you plan to do? Hold some press conference and spit everything out? Do you think that scenario ends with you alive and breathing? They'll chase you forever. You know how that ends.
I know. And I don't care. I've got nothing left to lose. Don't worry. I won't mention you.
What the hell? Toss my name in too!
Well, what?
If we're going to sync upbring, we have to do it right. I'm in. Whatever it takes to tear them apart. Though they're so large it might not make any difference.
Andre, I guess I'm not the only one who's changed. What I'm trying to say here is, for all the pain I've caused, I just wanted to say that from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry.
I thought those words would never come out of your mouth. Are you feeling okay? Did you go to some spiritual retreat and find yourself? Seriously, where the hell are we?
Well, actually, it's a long story.
I think we've exhausted Nicholas' patience as well.
Well, alright. I'm sorry to say it really is a very long story. So, I'd settle in.
Alright.
I came here because it is believed that this island keeps the secret of eternal life. See that line of monoliths that goes all along the seashore? They're hieroglyphs and...
Wait, I know the story.
You do?
Years ago I heard rumors about Upbring have a secret base in a place like this.
The bastards are everywhere, huh?
I didn't believe it then.
Me neither, but in any case, the immortality thing is a lie. I just finished translating all the monoliths.
It's obvious it's a lie. I'm surprised you fell for something like that.
Any ideas?
Should I have some?
No, I just hoped you come up with something. You're the genius after all.
Everybody seems to believe that genius and magician are the same thing. I can't perform miracles, Vincent.
So there's nothing we can do?
Just joking, I'm not being completely honest with you. I can perform miracles, and I do have ideas.
Really?
Though, that doesn't mean you're going to like what I'm going to suggest.
I guess it's better than nothing. I'm all ears.
What does the message say?
Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal. He who looks for eternity. Because the same man who, on this land, all ego abandons, will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever. My endless true eternity.
It's perfect, but somewhat long, don't you think? We could make some changes.
Changes?
We could modify the message.
What for? And how the heck do you expect us to rewrite them? I don't speak ancient hieroglyph puzzle.
I didn't say anything about rewriting them. Wait here. Vincent, come here.
What is he up to?
Look at this.
You opened a portal on top of the monolith that leads to the same monolith?
You weren't paying attention, were you? Look closer.
It's different. Did you exchange them?
The one from our left is now to our right, and vice versa.
Andre, just what are you up to?
I was wondering if it would be difficult to form a new message based on the original. And as soon as you read it to me, I realized it wouldn't be. We'd just exchange some monoliths and repeat others. Indeed, something totally different could be achieved, with a message somewhat opposite than the original.
Eternal as the sun, our sacred plate is not, nor will become eternal who looks for eternity, because the same man who, on this island, all ego abandons will know the search of its meaning lacks. Only consciousness was in and is forever my endless true eternity.
This one's the original, right? 46 monoliths, 46 words, but I propose the following.
And then the message that we actually got.
28 monoliths, 28 words. Notice that I'm only changing the order of some words, or repeating them. And finally, I discard the unnecessary ones. Eternal is my son, and the eternal will come he who not abandon our sacred place, because only on this land, the same man is forever, endless true eternity.
I still don't get why we'd want to do that.
Look, I've got an idea. Why don't you let me do the talking and you keep your question for the end?
Go on.
Your friend Clover, right? What is it that he wants the most above all things?
To not die?
Vincent, you really suck at this. Based on your descriptions, Clover only cares about one thing. His sister. It doesn't matter if he saves himself or not. He just cares about saving Dices. And what we could do is give him precisely that. Or more accurately, we could make him believe that. I'm gonna tell you this now. We can't save him. Neither him or her. They're on death's doorstep already.
Sorry. There's nothing we can...
But we can make him believe the opposite. Imagine the following scenario. You go back to Clover's house with a notebook in your hands. You tell him, Clover, it's real, the legend is real. You give him the notebook and you tell him to come here for the artifact. You offer to take care of Dices in the meantime. Clover, filled with hope, heads to the island, and he starts to decipher the message, monolith after monolith. Remember though, that this isn't the original message, but ours. Anyways, during his journey, Clover discovers someone else was also sent to the island. It's a girl who's also looking for something there. This girl decides to join him in his search, and they become close. Clover completes the message. He learns that the whole island is the artifact, and that the immortality is granted by the island from the moment you step on its shores. A bit of disappointment sinks into Clover, now that he knows that the artifact is not something he can take home to Dices. But suddenly, the girl comes up with a theory that it wasn't immortality that the island granted, but rather that the island exists outside of time as we know it. Time doesn't pass normally on the island, and as a result, hours, days, months and years don't pass as usual there, making everything and everyone on it unaging, immortal and eternal. That's when the girl also discovers that she's actually Dices, Clover's sister, who had been sent by you. Due to the temporary gap that was generated, because remember, Clover arrived first, Dices was able to reach his age outside the island, and then head here years later. Clover obviously doesn't notice that span of years because he was on the island the whole time. In any case, getting back to the story, and just when Clover thought everything was lost, he realizes that what he's been looking for has been in front of him the whole time. Dices also reveals that she was never sick in the first place. Clover, seeing that his sister has grown and lived a good life, that she's alright and that they can still keep seeing one another as long as he stays there. He becomes happy. All of his worries vanish. A smile spreads across his face. He decides to stay and live on the island, you know. They postpone his death forever. The following days are happy. The perfect,
Dices visits him from time to time. Until the day comes when Clover eventually dies. But he dies believing everything. He dies happy. It's beautiful, fantastic. The audience cries, laughs, cue to the applause. What do you think? It's all just come to me. Brilliant, isn't it? As if it was the ending of some emotional video game. It's the most twisted thing I've ever heard. I knew you wouldn't like it. You never like my ideas. Just listen to what you're saying. It's absurd. Vincent, look at this damn place. Eternal life, an ancient civilization, a message engraved on monoliths? Don't you think it's already absurd enough? Do you really think adding some extra details would make it less believable? Isn't this what you wanted? Doing something for him. Maybe we can't avoid his leaving this world, but we can at least direct how he leaves it. Giving him a worthy end, full of adventure and emotion. And die believing a lie? Look, Vincent, I'm sure that today somebody died believing you're a genius. It was the truth their whole life. The truth only ceases to be true when you find out it's a lie. And Clover will never find out. Although it won't be the truth for us, it will be for him. Even though that truth just lasts an ephemeral moment. You can decorate it as much as you like. A lie is a lie. And just... It's not right. It doesn't feel right. I want to believe everybody deserves a happy ending. And suddenly that's not right. Our whole lives were a lie. What's the difference? Do you want to do something for Clover or not? Don't you say you'd do anything for him? Let me recall, what was the other option? Oh yeah, leave him to die at home with the baby, who also dies. In absolute solitude. But anyway, I'm not gonna judge you. It is your decision after all. Where are you going? I'll be going to join poor Clover on his final days. Time passes while we ponder. Well, wait! Yes? The message. Your message is shorter than the original. What are you going to do with the remaining monoliths? You'd be surprised all of the problem that high-powered explosives can solve. You're gonna blow them up? What? Afraid someone's going to hear us? We're in the middle of nowhere. The girl! Who's the girl whose dice is? An actress, no idea, we'll find someone. Promise me whoever she is, that she agrees with all this, let her know all the details. I promise. Andre, do you really believe something like this could work out? I don't have the slightest idea. But you know how much I indulge in making an idea come true when it takes hold of me. I hope you know what you're doing. Tell me how I can help. Oh, no, leave it to me. I'll take care of the island business. You make sure to convince Clover to come here and to take care of the baby. And when this is all over, we'll bring down upbring. Together, like old times. You can trust me. If there's someone on this world one cannot trust, it's you, my friend. But for the time being, we'll just trust you. Guys, I'm just going to keep recording here, okay? Revelation, discover the truth. Okay. I'm going to just keep recording here because this is the finale and I feel like we don't have any gameplay left because it's been like an hour since we actually played and doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep playing, okay? I'm just gonna go for the finale here. Huh? Where am I? These sheets. I'm not at home, but I feel like I am. My head hurts. I don't know how I got here. The last thing I remember is doing that whole act in front of Clover. Clover! I need to see if he's alright. So much light! You know, Clover, I always thought I had everything. Everything anyone could ever want. Money, fame, power. Funny thing is, when I disappeared, no one really cared. I was all over the news, sure, but there wasn't anyone genuinely worried about me. No one wondering if I was okay. And honestly, I don't blame them. But it was when I asked the neighbors about you that I realized that actually I never had anything. Rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace, Dices. Look who just woke up. Don't tell me you don't find it strange.
What?
Him dying at such a convenient moment. Too convenient, I'd say. If it had happened just a few hours earlier, everything would have gone to waste. How did you know so precisely when it would happen?
Huh. I didn't.
That's reassuring.
Oh good, now are you going to start preaching to me about right and wrong too? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Hey, I just lied to him. He lied to the whole world. He deserved a little punishment, didn't he? Besides, he went to talk to her. He'll find out eventually.
Do you think he'll get mad?
Of course he will. But then he'll remember that my way of doing things, once again, worked. And he'll forget about it. I want to ask you something. Do you really believe that if she had known everything from the start, her connection with Clover would have been as authentic as it was? Nobody wants to be part of a farce. I didn't force anyone to do anything. She saw all his pain and lying to him was the least she could do. She decided to do it. But it's not about lying or telling the truth, nor is it about doing the right thing nor the wrong thing. It's about getting results. But I guess it's easier to just call me the movie's villain.
I guess we all have our little lies. You did it. Beat the game. Evans remains. Okay, guys. I guess it's time for a little verdict. Before I do that, though, I want to emphasize that this game is... it was 50 cents. And... well, you can't expect a God of War Ragnarok for 50 cents. So in that regard, I'm not going to... It will sound like I'm going to bash the game, which I'm actually not going to actually do, because I think the game is totally fine to kill if you have an afternoon to kill. This is super good, right? For 50 cents, you can just do that. So let's go to the verdict. First of all, the presentation overall is actually quite nice. I like the sprites. I liked how colorful things are. I liked the music overall. It's nothing to write home about, but it's actually quite good. And also the sprites were quite nice. That's something. The gameplay. I do like the idea of a puzzle platformer, and I think it was executed quite well. The puzzles weren't too hard and they weren't too easy either, so the balancing on that part was pretty nice, I have to say. And so in that regard, 50 cents well spent. That is definitely for sure. Okay, let's talk about the story. The story is so bad. I really don't want to bash the game, but oh my goodness, the story is so incredibly bad. It's so cheesy. It's it's so forced. The forced turns and twists. It's so bad. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Michael Schmidt or whatever you are called. Basically it's just one developer who tried to tie this together, and I want to start with why do these dialogues drag on forever? It just doesn't make sense. It's like you try to make a graphic novel and then you said, okay, some puzzle platforming in between might be nice. And that is also so forced with the monoliths that you solve the puzzle and stuff, and it's just, okay, it just didn't come together. And then Clover and his sister's dying, and he is dying, and his parents have died, and the story is, I'm really sorry, the story is so bad, man. Holy moly, I rarely encountered a game that has such a bad story. But that's okay, because overall, for 50 cents, with the puzzle platforming, and the sprites, and the presentation, for example, the end credits music right now is also really nice. I really like it. It's cool. But I don't understand why you want to tell that story in a puzzle platform. It tries to be philosophical, which it is not. I want to emphasize, it's definitely not philosophical. It's just bad. The dialogues are bad. So why not make a point and click, where you can have several different puzzles and you can tie those puzzles to the game? And in this regard, the actual gameplay didn't have anything to do with the storytelling, and the fact that the storytelling is so bad, the narration of the game was so incredibly bad, the pacing was so off because of the bad story. So in that regard, I'm really sorry I bashed the story part of the game. Maybe you liked it, maybe, I don't know, you watched this and said, hey, it's a cool story. You can see it like this. I myself, as someone who actually has degrees in literature, in several languages actually, it's so bad. Thanks for the game. 50 cents is totally fine. But really? The story was just too bad. So my verdict is, if you have an afternoon to kill, once again, just go for it for the backers. Play through the post-credit scene. We did that too. Oh, and there's even more. Okay, what is this place? This is where everything changed for me. I hid in a small town near the island when I needed to vanish. I see, but how did you find this place? By accident, really. I was looking for somewhere off-grid, totally disconnected. I didn't want anyone to recognize me, so I started visiting islands in the middle of the Pacific, little towns, which eventually led me to discover this island. Well, what better place to disappear than a tropical oasis? Okay, but why did you bring me here? I want you to meet someone very special to me. Follow me. Oh my goodness, it's not over. We had the credits. Whoa, what is this thing? It looks like something out of an ancient history documentary. It's an ancient monolith. Well, this one isn't ancient since Andrew recreated it for our message. It says something, kinda like a hieroglyph? Basically, but you get to interact with it, kinda like a game or a giant puzzle. No way, I love puzzles, can I try? Hey, slow down there, let me show you how it's done. Follow me, but watch your step. Oh no, we have to play through this? Can we skip it? Yes, we can. I don't care, I'm sorry. And these are all the backers, it seems. Hey, I didn't know you had a knack for solving cryptic ancient puzzles.
Give me the treasure if you don't want to lose your heads.
Huh? Who's that? How dare you speak like that in front of one of the most legendary pirates of modern times? I didn't know there were modern pirates. Cool! The great Maisie K. Kendrick demands you hand the treasure over to me. What is she talking about? You may try to hide it from me, but this map reveals all. A map? Let me have a look at that. Non ho paura della altezza, ho paura della caduta. Joey Albanese. Okay, I guess this is one of the backers who gets some screen time. So, is that... What language is that? Is that Italian? No, it's not, right? Ho paura della caduta. No, ho paura della altezza. Whatever. Spared no expense. Facing your fear doesn't make you strong, it just means you have good eyesight. Yeah, okay, so these are some... Yeah, these are some backers. Yeah, sure. I do like that they actually back the game and try to help out some developers. I have to say the game it is different. It's not good, but it's different definitely. Where is it? Where is the treasure? This isn't a map. Then what is it? How should I know? What are you two whispering about? Don't try anything funny. But of course, the treasure, how could I have forgotten? It's just over there. Where is it? See those monoliths right behind us? Follow the line, roll until you find a broken boat. It's right below it. And don't forget your shovel. Treasure! Arr! Weird. Okay, where were we? There's one more left. Let's go. Really? There is another one? Okay, so what I don't care about this one either, so I'm just gonna skip it. Because I actually just want to be through with the game, I have to say. I did like it, but not enough to actually care for the last puzzle so far. So what did they say? Huh? You said there were hieroglyphs, right? What did you write on them? Huh. Clover Emma. Clover what? What does that even mean? Oh, that's a good question. Clover Emma. Loading. Okay. So we're done now? Apparently we are done. Alright guys, I'm really sorry that this was such a monster episode. It's like almost an hour, I know. But that's how just bad the pacing of the game is. So there was someone who had an idea, a concept, and they got enough backers on Kickstarter, which is a good thing. Which is an absolutely good thing, but the game is not good. It's overall, it's just, it is from the... as a concept, it's unique, definitely, but the bad story makes it bad. So if you have 50 cents lying around and you just want to play it, do that, definitely, for sure. Back up this kind of thing, but keep in mind it's not really something you should actually invest in if you don't have the money. So I guess that's it. So thanks for joining me on my journey through Evan's Remains, and I hope to see you in my next Blind Let's Play. See you soon.